Hi everybody, welcome to my homestead and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about an article that just came out in the Desert News called "Is California to Blame for Soaring Home Prices in Idaho and Utah?" And then we're going to take a look at Zillow and what's going on here in Missouri and the Midwest compared to out west. And I think maybe you'll be shocked if you haven't looked at this. So if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like this video if you end up liking it, make sure to leave your comments, and then share this one with anyone that you think this might help. Now, this right here, that is a beautiful house. I actually wouldn't want for myself like a really large house. Like I like houses kind of on the smaller side, but I do like having lots of property. But let's take a look at this, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you who live out west um, are familiar with this situation, right? And I don't mean to laugh at your plight because I know it's really important to be able to afford a home and to have a nice home for your family. I don't think it should be a top priority. Having a family should be priority first. Not putting off a family uh, because you want to be able to afford a nice home. The priority, I think, should be family, and that's what me and Jenica have done, and it's worked out. Anyway, let's read a little bit of this article, and then let's take a look at Zillow, and we'll see what's going on in the country right now. The western states of Idaho and Utah have been close contenders for top states in the nation for their raging housing prices. Boy, that is not a surprise to me because when we were looking for a home, we looked at both Utah and Idaho, and it was basically impossible. So, the metro areas of Salt Lake City and Boise were recently ranked the number one and number two markets in the nation, respectively, by Realtor.com for their forecasted markets headed into 2022 based on predicted sales and price increases. As those prices continue to soar, and as both states see in migration adding to their population in addition to natural growth, eyes locally and nationwide are turning, perhaps resentfully, to what's happening in a major state to the west, California. California is a state gripped by a housing affordability crisis, ranking the second lowest in the nation, above only Hawaii, for its cost of living and housing affordability. California, where the pandemic spurred an out-migration as tens of thousands fled high home prices in search for space at lower price points. So now this has been like kind of an issue ever since I was young. Like I had like all these friends in school that had just come from California, but like things have just gotten worse and worse over time. So it's not really a new problem, although maybe there's kind of like a surge, within the last decade, certainly. Idaho, in particular, has been among the most impacted states in the nation. For the past several years, Idaho has been one of the fastest growing states with the largest share of new residents coming from California. In April of 2021, Idaho topped a list from Atlas that showed states with the most inbound moves, with 66% of inbound moves. The Californians are coming, so is their housing crisis, is the title of this section. Idaho has made national headlines for its popularity with Californians. Last year, the New York Times published an article called "The Californians Are Coming, So Is Their Housing Crisis," which highlighted Idaho as a state particularly impacted by Californians' migration. This fact may be illustrated with census data, moving vans, or resentment. The New York Times wrote, "Go back to Cali. Graffiti has been sprayed along the freeways in Boise," the Idaho News reported. I feel that sentiment. I wouldn't actually do the graffiti, but I can understand. There, the last election cycle was a referendum on growth and housing and included a fringe mayoral candidate who campaigned on a promise of keeping Californians out, the New York Times reported. And then skipping all the way down here, is it a California problem or a national one? As prices increase in the West in states like Utah and Idaho, it begs the question, are these states destined for California's problems? That's a difficult question to answer, Dave Anderton, spokesman for the Salt Lake Board of Realtors, recently uh, pondered it in an interview with the Deseret News. Utah is tricky to compare because 80% of its population is condensed to its urban corridor along the Wasatch Front. And if you're not familiar with Utah geography, we've kind of gone over this a couple times on the channel. Let me switch it to satellite view because I feel like that gives like a better view of it. So you can kind of see right here, starting down here, probably at about like Santa Quin or Payson. It's like if Salt Lake was a traditional city, it would just like be in a big circle. Okay, because like when you go down to Phoenix, for example, um, it is more of a circle shape. Okay, it's hard because there's like an Indian reservation down here. You have the Estrella Mountain Range and stuff like that. Over here, you have the White Tank Mountains, but it's more of a circle, and that's typically how cities go. But in Salt Lake, okay, you have this whole mountain range, the Wasatch Front, and then you have mountains over on this side, and then you have the Great Salt Lake and stuff. So um, it's not as possible to form like a big circle around, the center point, which is the Salt Lake Temple, incidentally. So the population is kind of like squeezed in right here along this line, as it kind of like hugs the mountain and it's squished between the mountains and the lakes and the mountains over here and Great Salt Lake, right? And then it goes up here to Ogden. So this like whole area right here is just packed. And driving on I-15 is sometimes really ridiculous because that's like the main interstate that connects all these metro areas, Ogden, Salt Lake, and Provo. And honestly, they have a lot of the worst drivers, I would say. I've driven in many different states, and I think that Utah has the worst drivers. And I think it's because mostly the layout. It's silly. So, um, but to Anderton, the shocking price growth the state saw in 2021 sure makes it seem like the Beehive State is becoming more like the Golden State. And that is unfortunate. Now, there's more to this. They talk about some other factors. It's not all California, but I'll put the link below in case you want to read the whole article. Okay, so this brings me to Zillow. Okay, this is what we use to find our house. And I'm not getting paid by Zillow, by the way, but um, I would recommend hopping on here because this gives you a look at what's going on in the country, and it's pretty accurate. Pretty much everything that you see here, you'll also find on the MLS listings. So what I did, okay, and I would encourage anyone listening to this to do what I'm doing. Become a homesteader or just have some property. Like even if you just like have some chickens or even if you don't want animals, just have some property because owning land is like really liberating. It gives you it feels like you have more freedom. You know what I mean? You can go outside. You're not like right next to your neighbor. And I know everyone's financial situation is different, okay? Some people, they're working on their credit and it takes time for that to like get back up on the horse and whatever. And there's different issues that people are dealing with. But if you're in a position to buy a house, if you want to buy a house and you're looking for a house, consider the Midwest, okay? So I have this filtered by houses up to 250,000, right? Because I actually don't know what the median price is for homes anymore over here. It seems like it's actually probably like 300,000 or maybe 350. Okay, but I just did up to 250. Okay, so it's cheaper already than what you would find over here. 3 bedrooms. I didn't do anything for the bath. I just did 3 bedrooms, houses, and then I have it at least 1,500 square feet, and then at least 1 acre. Okay, so just imagine what you'd find if you didn't really care about the acreage. There'd be even more. But let's give you some land, okay? Because land is nice. Okay, so I'm looking here at Missouri, and you can see that all over Missouri there are just places all over the place across the entire state. It might be a little bit more scarce up here near Kansas City, but do you need to live in a metro area? Probably not. I'm telling you right now, we do not live in a metro area. It takes us about an hour to get to Wichita, but that's just fine. We enjoy the drive, and we enjoy the peace of living in a small town. And we still go to cost. We have a Costco membership. We go to all the different, Best Buy, all the places that you like to go and shop. You can still do that if you live outside the city. It's okay, you guys. It's okay to live in a small town. In fact, it's a breath of fresh air, like literally. Uh, Before I move on, look at these houses right here. Okay, do you think that you could get this house or this house or this house in Utah for these prices, and then on top of that, have an acre of land? Let's look at this one because this is kind of catching my eye. So this is 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,000 square feet, only $225,000, and it's beautiful. It looks like a log cabin. Um, how much acreage does it have? This has 5 acres. This has 5 acres. This house, 2-car garage. Um, are there two houses? Because there might be like a guest house. There's a lot of these places that have guest houses. I can't tell. But it does look like there's some kind of outbuilding here, whether it's a guest house or not. The inside is all nice. It's not really my style. I would probably remodel some of this, but it's decent to start off with. There's stove or stove. Um, let's see. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. I could do this. Oh, look, there's stuff here for animals, or a tractor if you want to put your tractor in there. But it looks like there's maybe kind of like a pen over here, kind of like a corral. Yeah, like there's a thing here for horses or whatever you want to put in there. Um, and then here's the property, just a bunch. It's all nice and secluded, but there's like still like wide open area here, so that's pretty nice. Um, okay, so and that's a lot of what you'll actually find uh, with a lot of these. Not all of them. It just depends. But if I scroll down here, if I scroll down the list, look at this house. That looks nice. That's almost 2,000 square feet. And the thing is, with the majority of these houses, you're going to have not only the house, but you'll have outbuildings, meaning barns, workshops, chicken coops, um, detached garages, a guest house, and so forth. Okay. So if you look down this list, you're going to be getting some pretty nice stuff. This is cute, right? I like this. Hold on. Let me look at this really quick. This is almost 2,000 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I dig the way that this looks in the front. That's just me though. 4 acres. Okay. Now to give you an idea, my house, we have only 2 acres, a little bit less than 2 acres actually, and we're able to have cows. We could have anything else that we wanted to. If we wanted to, we could do goats. We could do any animal. We could do horses, and we actually probably will get horses someday. Look, there's like this outhouse thing here. I don't know if it's like a shed or something like that. Um, just look at all this land. You could come all the way back here. You could clear this out, or whatever. Ride your ATVs back there. Okay, now let's come over here to Utah using the same filter. Okay, what's in Utah? Oh, there's one place. Okay, there's one place all the way out here in Duchesne. What does this place look like? Okay, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, 2,000 square feet, and how much land? 1.3 acres. Oh, look, it has arches. It has an arch that looks like the church symbol. Okay, maybe I should like try and match that up. Um, this isn't bad. It has like these little sheds right here. This is okay. I wouldn't be dissatisfied with this, but there's only this in Utah. This is the only house right now that fits within this filter that I've run. Okay, 188,000. Okay, so you got one choice in Utah. Let's look at Idaho. What's in Idaho? Okay, now in Idaho we're doing a little bit better because we have 3 choices in Idaho. Let's take a look at this. Here's a circle house. Okay, like a cabin circle house. So if that's something that you'd like to live in, then that's cool. It's pretty big though. Look, it's almost 3,000 square feet. 2,700 square feet, 207,000. Let's see how much land there is. Ooh, it has 11 acres. Okay, so this actually is not bad. Honestly, I would actually like to live in this place. This is pretty nice, but because there's slim pickings, you might have to fight with someone else over this. This is cool. Look at that view right here. Oh, there's sunflowers on the table. That I like this view out this window. Okay, this is actually really cool. So I hope that one of you snag this. But then you have these other choices here. Let's see, 230,000, 3 bedroom, 1 bath, almost 2,000 square feet. Looking kind of rough on the outside, and there aren't any pictures on the inside, so that's concerning. Let's look at this one. 250,000, 4 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,700 square feet. Um, Not a huge fan of the exterior, but it's okay. Looks like there's an ancient playground ride here. Um, Looks like you could use this for animal. Yeah, it looks like you could use this for animals. Um, all right. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You could probably make it work. 2.66 acres, so that's okay too. All right, so as you can see, there's not a whole lot you can pick from in these western states. Nevada looks like there's 5. Arizona has more, but let's look at this. If you're going to do homesteading, you can do it, but you're not going to have like nice luscious pastures. You could have like maybe a snake ranch or a scorpion ranch or something like that. Um, California. Okay, there's actually kind of a lot here, but I wonder how good these places are. Ugh. Well, you could do some homesteading here. It looks pretty rough on the inside. Hey, let's look up in Oregon. Oh, look, this is price unknown, so that doesn't really count. $239,000, 4 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,900 square feet, and I can't tell if it actually has glass windows because it looks like they might be broken out. Nice property. It looks like there's like this river or something that runs along the property. Um, but it looks like this one might be more of a fixer-upper. So if you have the $239,000 to spare, you can buy this house, fix it up all nice. But it is going to be a little bit of work. Comes with 3 acres. 3 acres. Okay. So again, let's come back over here. Okay, now you're not going to find a whole lot more. See, Wyoming, there's 2. Montana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's look at Kansas. Oh, there's a ton in Kansas. There's a lot. Look at this house. Oh my gosh, 2,500 square feet. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath. I like this house. I like this style. I like that style. 3.9 acres. The inside, well, it's not like bad. You can definitely live in it, but like definitely not. I don't think anybody's style that's still living. Um, it's not the worst. Looks like there's like some kind of shed back there, but that is a pretty good deal. 2,500 square feet, 4 bedroom, 3 bath, only $160,000. That is actually pretty awesome. Here you can see some more houses. There's a lot of cute houses and stuff. You get much, much more for your money in the Midwest. 210,000, 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,300 square feet. This is actually pretty nice. I would still probably like redo the inside, but it's actually kind of up to modern standard. It looks like there's a couple. It looks like this is a outbuilding, and then this is another type of outbuilding. How many square or how many? And it comes with 3 acres. Yeah, 3 acres. Cool. Okay, so you get the point. As soon as you go east of Colorado, uh, there start to become some opportunities here. A lot more opportunities. There's Nebraska, not as good as Kansas in terms of how many are available. Oklahoma, whoa, Oklahoma has a. Look at this. That is a really nice looking house. $100,000. That's even cheaper than my house. My house was pretty cheap. Oh, this is an auction property. Okay, well that makes more sense. This is nice. 139,000. This is a cute home. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,000 square feet. Yep. Yep. I think I could do this. How many acres do we got? 5 acres. Okay, let's look in Arkansas. Yep, there is a ton in Arkansas. How about Iowa? Yeah, there's some in Iowa, and then back to Missouri. Yeah, there are a ton in Missouri. So, okay, so if any of you are out there on the market for a house, maybe consider the financial freedom that could be yours if you move over here. You may be moving away from family, but remember, we live in an age where we have cars, we also have planes, okay, we also have the internet, we have Zoom and stuff like that. Um, you're going to get lot more, a whole lot more for your money over here. We bought our house. I'm just going to tell you, we bought it for $115,000. Okay, and we have a barn, we have a stream on our property, we have 2 workshops, we have a 2-car garage, we have a shed, and then the whole place is fully fenced and all ready to go for animals. Plus, it has like a smaller pen on the inside, and it's a cute home. Okay, so it's either we could have like tried to make it work here in Arizona, or we could have tried to move up here, but we would be probably in financial straits right now. Whereas moving here, which I do think that New Jerusalem will be built in Jackson County over here. We're going to be closer to that than we would be, living over here. Which, maybe that's not a big deal, but I kind of feel good about that. And if you feel the same way, I mean, especially in Missouri, it looks like there's um, a whole lot of properties here that could work for you. So, all right, that's all I wanted to share in this one. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you consider this. I do think that there's a migration that's happening. It's being noted in the news, and this isn't the first article that I've seen. It seems like people are starting to make their way inland toward the heartland, and the Lord might have his hand in that. This might be part of his plan. This might be the call to go back to Missouri. It's not going to come over the pulpit at General Conference. We are still to, you know, create Zion where we are, but maybe some of us are meant to move in here and build up the church here. So just stuff to think about. Okay, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe, like this video if you liked it. Make sure to leave your comments and then share this, especially with anybody that's on the market right now for buying a house. Maybe they haven't considered this portion of the country and the benefits that they can get out of moving here. And I'll talk to you guys later.